Hey guys, it's Miss Lots. Sorry that I can't be with you. My sister's getting married, so that's where I am. Um, but I still need you guys to be good, and I know you'll be good because you're my wonderful angels, and I love you so much. So please don't leave me with a mess of paperwork. But I'm hopefully going to introduce a project that will keep you entertained and excited. My students last year really loved this assignment because you basically are listening to music and putting together a playlist for me. So what we're going to do, if you have any issues, I'm also Mr. Hill. He knows about this assignment. I've explained what I'm needing from you guys, and so he should be able to answer some questions. But if you have questions, you can always email me. The wedding is on Thursday, but other than that, I should be pretty quick to respond. But I am also going to be Skyping in with you guys on Wednesday and Friday. So write down questions that you have if you'd rather just get a face-to-face answer, and that will go. So what we're going to be doing, what is this? This is our Wrapping Up the US project. And you are going to put together a soundtrack for our country. So soundtracks, if they're usually for movies or TV shows, and like for the Suicide Squad movie, they have their soundtrack with like 21 Pilots and all that. And if you listen to all the songs on the soundtrack, they should give you kind of a feel for what the movie is actually like. So you're going to do one for the American experience is the big theme. So what it's going to be, you're going to need to find 10 music videos, okay? So at least 10 YouTube music videos that are going to fit in with this criteria. It needs to be YouTube so that you can, sorry about the Washington Post thing, it needs to be YouTube so that you can embed it into your drive. But if you're having an issue, you can't find the right music video or whatever on YouTube, then just email me and we'll try and figure out a solution. But other than that, you should be able to find it on YouTube. So you're going to have 10. One needs to relate to your personal American experience. So what is it like to be you as an individual eighth grader? And this could be, I can get like 85 different songs for this, but it can be just about what your experience is growing up in this country. And then you need to have 9 other songs, and at least 5 of these topics need to be covered. So the topics that you're going to choose are from our immigration. You'll learn about this language arts as well as the American dream. But then we can talk about gender equality, racial equality, LGBT equality, gun control, civics, anything from last year with like freedom of speech or like the right to privacy, all that kind of stuff can fall under civics. And then current events. So this could be like sports, it could be news, it could be the election, it could be pop culture. But you need to have 5 of these covered, okay? And you can repeat if you'd like to, as long as you have 4 other topics covered too. So like you could do immigration, the American dream, gender equality, and racial equality, and then LGBT equality. And then you decide like, okay, I want to do 2 more of the American dreams. So have like 3 songs there. That's fine as long as you get to 10 music videos and 5 of them have been covered. So if that's a little confusing, hopefully you'll figure it out. And I'll answer questions on Wednesday. But I do want a variety of like genre and artist, time period for the songs. Like I don't want to have 10 Beyonce songs, as beautiful and wonderful as that is. That would get kind of repetitive. So I want you to try and mix up who the singers or bands are, mix up if it's like country or pop or hip hop or whatever. But I want a little bit of a difference. And then the important part is that you need to pick topics, but you also need to explain why it would help the reader understand the American experience. So you don't have to find a song that's like literally talking about the American dream. Like it doesn't have to literally say American dream, but you can talk about mood and tone. So like I have this, the I Hope You Dance song by Leanne Womack. It like saying it doesn't specifically mention America. Okay. So I don't want you to like Google songs about America. I mean, that would just be boring. So you can talk about like how it talks about hopefulness and that reminds you of the American dream. All right. The analysis needs to be in complete sentences. Like this is where you need to put all the meat of your like effort into the analysis. So analysis they need to have a lyrics, like lyrics pulled out, or just like maybe tone or mood or whatever. But it needs to be something from the song needs to be pulled out and highlighted by you, and then an explanation of how the lyrics relate to the topic that you've talked about. So it should be really clear to me what topic you're talking about for that song, and then why you are making the connection between the two. And the more detail you give me on that, the better it's going to be. Now, today I'm going to just expect you to brainstorm. And then tomorrow I'm going to add a template that you can use so that you can start putting together your final project. You can change the background of the fonts, but please make it readable because I'm the one with the old eyes that is reading your stuff. So make sure that if you have pictures in the background or something that you can see the text. You know my little pet peeves about some stuff, so use your best judgment, please. There is an optional extension thing. Like if you're trying to get 100%, that means it needs to be going above and beyond to get a perfect score. So these extension pieces need to happen for that. But if you're like, I feel like I got it good, and you're okay with getting the max you can get is a 96 with it. This is the rubric here, guys. So the max that you could get is a 96 if you don't do it, but it adds 4 points to your song. So the first option is creating an album cover for your soundtrack. Something that's like creative and kind of gives the reader or the listener a clue as to what your soundtrack is going to be like. And it can be handmade, it can be on the computer, you can use Google Images and all that, but try to make it just more than like an American flag. And then you can, option 2 is writing your own song. It should have 3 stanzas or 3 like grouped lines of lyrics and a chorus. It should be school appropriate, y'all, and it should really like explain how it relates to the American experience. You do not have to perform the song. You can just include the lyrics, but that's optional. And then the last thing is storyboarding your soundtrack songs. So one of your soundtrack songs. So you can come up with a music video for one of your songs. And then the storyline should fit, like it should fit with how the song fits into your American experience. So like it needs to make sure that it has something to do with it, with the topic. So this is going to be due next Tuesday, a week from today, and that will give you time. I'll be back on Monday to kind of help, and I'll see where we're at. Hopefully we'll be able to make progress on this. But let me give you just an example real fast, and then I will end this video and explain the other one in a second. So let's say that you were wanting to do a Beyonce song, and you were wanting to relate it to gender equality. So we have up at the top, we have the title, we have the artist, and we have the song, and the music video is embedded so that all I have to do is push play. Okay, so I'm gonna go through as the person grading and be like, oh yeah, hooray. And isn't that nice? Okay, so I have the music video there that works. And guys, the songs, I am a grown woman, so I can handle swearing and things like that. But I need you, like, if there's a song that has an inappropriate music video, like I could not sit down in the front office and just listen to this with my headphones on, like without somebody looking over my shoulder and judging me, then just use the lyric video, please. The lyric video. Please try and find clean versions of the song. However, if you can't find a clean version of the song, like with edited or whatever, like for the language, I'm okay with that as long as it like super has a really, really great explanation for why that had to be included. But please make sure that the video piece is appropriate. So what we would do, we have this music video, And then over here we have the explanation. So it's like the song Run the World Girls by Beyonce relates to the fight for women's suffrage, which is the ability to vote